go, guys. Welcome to another West Ham review. We've just literally watched West Ham Leeds at Ellen Road. I didn't think we either expected a result from it anyway.
No, I think going off of last
I think there's more hope than actual will for it. I didn't think we were going to get a result at all. I thought we were going to score a goal, which looked doubtful towards the end anyway. Might as well just start because he came under flack against Brentford on Monday, didn't he? The lineup, and it happened again, but worse. I don't understand. I feel so sorry for Ollie Scholes being a right centre back when he's a left back.
Yeah,
that lineup was calling for Diouf on the left wing back, Scholes, Kilman, Tadibo, and then Scholes, Kilman, Tadibo, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a left wing back, and then we were in possession going to a back four. But it just didn't work. And Paqueta being up front hasn't worked. I don't know why I thought that was going to work because I think 3 managers have tried that now and they've all failed.
Yeah, it's not worked with any of them.
That first half, there wasn't a lot to like about it. I said to you before the game when we saw that, I didn't even clock my head because there were so many shocks there that Fernandes wasn't starting. I think Souček was brought in after. I think he was terrible against Brentford. I'm not going to lie it up, but I genuinely think he's being kept in the team right now to try and stop this aerial threat.
And it ain't working.
No.
What? We conceded a goal in 3 minutes. No. That's mad.
Yeah, it was their first attack as well. It was so soft. I'm starting to think Diouf as well. He's ain't in it when it comes to defending.
That's mad. And then to concede a second in 15 minutes is just mad, isn't it? To go two goals down. Someone who's considered as a relegation rival.
The first goal's cheap, very cheap. The one thing I will say is I'm never going to... I backed Kufal up when he played left centre-back last year when Potter put him there. I'll back Scholes up. I don't understand that. No. And the goal doesn't come... Fair enough, the goal doesn't come from... on the floor, so you can't moan about his feet.
Header's Paqueta's
but what
fault,
I would say... No, the first goal, I'd say... I'm sorry, if you have Kilman and Tadibo, the height that they have, they should be heading the balls away.
Yes. Oh, no, I agree every time.
But you have Irving and Souček in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got...
How many more over 6 foot players do we need before we're going to start actually stopping people go? That second goal is a perfect example in that corner.
Oh,
it's too cheap.
Yeah, well, you've got... it. Tadibo doesn't jump, Kilman does and misses it, and then Paqueta just lets his man go.
The only thing I can think of is that Tadibo's not jumped because in front of him he sees Kilman rise right up and he's thinking, I'll get to it. But it doesn't matter. Rob Green said this.
Go for it.
It doesn't matter. Paqueta is on that man, so you can focus on that ball coming in. You jump. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just jump. We aren't genuine. We're not physical enough. We look so terrified to put a tackle in.
I genuinely I think we, at times, maybe not last season, but the season before, I'd say at times physically we'd rival someone like Newcastle. Nah, we're shocking. We're god awful. We don't put in
physical for years.
We don't put in any sort of. We've got no grit at all. We just don't really seem to go for anything. And I do agree. We're afraid to make contact with anyone.
It's fun enough. You'll see it this weekend probably as well. Man United losing against Brighton. Man United and West Ham must be the two easiest teams to go to because we are so easy to play against.
Yeah,
you just know what we're going to show up with. And what annoys me is that first half, while it was bad, I didn't think Leeds looked tremendous. When I mean that is, I think if that we were as bad as we were against Brentford, and Brentford looked like they could have got 4 or 5. Leeds had never got that feeling. I got the feeling of it's 2, and then they weren't really. You thought they'd had to score by a cross or a corner. You weren't thinking they were going to score an open play. I don't know. I'm just not seeing that right or what, but he didn't really give me the fear. And then Ollie Scholes going off early saved us a bit because it forced his hand. It's going to a back 4. I don't know why. It worked against Everton, so why are we not?
Yeah.
And it worked predominantly. It worked at the times against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So why are we going back to a back 5?
For the most part, we played all right against Arsenal, which was that's the bit that annoyed me a bit more, I suppose, against Brentford, is how poor we were. So, no, I agree with you tonight. I think until the Fernandes change came out, I think...
Well, it's all 3 of them. I said this to you before the game. I would genuinely like to see a midfield 3, although I've changed my mind a bit because of Somerville. I would like to see a 4-2-3-1 with a midfield 3 of Fernandes, Potts, Magassa, and then Paqueta where he played for Moyes, and then use Diouf as an overlapper. At that point, you get an extra man in the left channel. Let fucking Diouf just run. That's fine. and you got legs in midfield. You saw them; they couldn't handle us as soon as we had those legs in midfield.
Why is he going on starting as well with how bad Tadebo's been?
Yeah,
I genuinely don't. What's
he
the
looked
boy got
shaky
to
all
do?
game. He
Yeah.
looked shaky all game.
Oh, he just panicked every time Calvert-Lewin got near the ball.
Yeah,
And you're a centre back. You're the same size as him. What are you panicking for?
yeah. I'd like to. He didn't mention it. I don't think. I didn't see it in the pre-match. Why he put Scarles on the wrong side? So I'd like to know why he didn't and why he's done it again.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense to me. I'm trying to think of a reason. I said to you, it might be the fact that Brentford invert a lot, so then your inside foot is the inside to intercept. But even then, you sacrificing everything going forward. We're doing what we done against Moyes, where we care more about what the other team's going to do than what we're going to try and do.
Yeah.
And you saw when, I personally think when Fernandes, Magassa, and Potts came on, Potts put 2 balls through. There was chances. There was stuff being, and it ain't like Paqueta where like he waits 10 passes. And I said to you, I think when he looks up, he gets annoyed that there's no movement. But Potts, he gets the ball bang off, and he just tries to keep that. He's trying to do what Declan Rice done for us.
Yeah,
and it works.
Yeah,
he almost had the same amount of touches as Souček had in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I think they worked out he was well over half the touches Souček had. He played, I think it was 25 minutes in total. Souček played 64 or something.
There's no moans about tonight. We deserve to lose. That second half was okay. That goal's...
The changes, do you know what frustrates me more? Is seeing the changes at 65, 60, 68 minutes, where he's brought on, and I think Fernandes instantly, the energy he brought made Wan-Bissaka play better, and then he made Paqueta move more. Potts is passing for a youngster, unreal.
This is what I'm saying.
Put in some balls.
But what does like... The reason I'm saying that is why can't we? We aren't going to win we aren't going to win against Newcastle, probably, right? Let's just have it straight.
They will muscle us off the ball every single time.
But instead of going into a back 5 that clearly isn't working, and we're starting that way so negatively just to try and not concede. I know why he's doing it, but it ain't working.
No.
Stay in a back 4, and then just have a double pivot instead, and have a double pivot where they just don't move, and have Magassa and Potts in front of your back 4, and then let Fernandes, Bowen, whoever's going to play up front, and then Somerville or Paqueta on the left. Do whatever they want in a sense, because then you've got that block of 6. Because our problem right now is, Alan Smith brought up in commentary, and I don't usually agree with him, but we were so easily ran through against Brentford. Now, I don't think you saw as much of that tonight, but I think Leeds didn't want to do that either, because Leeds ain't got that. They don't run inward like that, if that makes any sense. They like using the wings, and also as well, mate, it's our weak point.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think that midfield is definitely the one I'd start the next game with, just with how bigger positive changes.
Just try it.
Yeah, I don't. What have we got to lose?
The thing is,
we're already back.
Fernandes is impressed.
Like, shocking.
I think he's worried about someone in that team getting losing a ball, whatever. Especially against Newcastle next week, 'cause it's at home, and the fan just going out the fans. But the problem is, you're never going to get that out of Potts. Potts will be supported. He's a young star.
Mate, if Fernandes runs his socks off like Bowen does, we're not going to give him stick. Because the one thing that, and it pissed me off with Paqueta, he gets on my nerves with it quite a bit, but actually Kilman's doing my nutting more, it's the sheer laziness. There is one moment where we've gone up for a corner, we've whipped the ball in, the ball's come back, Diouf's had to pull back to centre-back, He's just doing a little trot along and just get back to your fucking position, mate. Then people can push forwards again.
There's a real worry, I think, with this back 4, because I don't know. I personally think, I said that to you at the start of the season, I think I would have brought another centre back in.
We need another left
keep
centre back.
Aged or bring another centre back in.
Yeah.
And we let Aged go and then bring one in.
We need another left centre back. We need to drop Todibo for Igor.
Well, they're both not good enough.
No.
Is the problem. No. And Kilman, I don't know if it's confidence or what, because he did I thought he had an all right season last season.
Yeah.
He looked the best out of a bad bunch, but the problem is now you ain't got a bad back line. Well, you ain't got bad fullbacks.
No.
But he just doesn't look very good.
No,
will just say as well, I think that Justin, I think he was lucky the time that challenge happened, because I think if that happens in the 50th minute, 60th minute, I think VAR have a proper look at that. Have a look at it when you think, I'll try and put it up.
He gets none of the ball when it's flat-footed.
Yeah, his studs are up. I think it's a bit naughty. And he doesn't go in for the ball.
No, he goes in for Kyle Walker-Peters. He
Yeah,
absolutely takes him out. I think they've. I
it's a
think
rough one.
some of the challenges, the ref was so inconsistent. Um, two hands behind around the player as well was
I
doing
don't think we
nothing
deserved
to him.
any. I will just say that I don't think we
Oh
deserved
no,
anything.
no, no,
Like,
no, no! I don't.
yeah,
Getting the goal for Fernandez, great. He's got a goal.
I think a draw would have been nice, but
Yeah, yeah.
minus 13 goal difference in 8 games, 9 games, one of the two. 4 points. Our worst start to a Premier League season. We've got a home game coming up next, and that's our worst ever home record. 4 losses straight in the league.
Yeah, yeah, and it's against Newcastle, and yeah.
Well, it ain't happening, is it? It just ain't happening.
No, do you know what, mate? They move too much for us. And I know that sounds like a stupid comment, but the effort we've been putting in these last couple of games, teams have been running through us. Joe Linton will have an absolute field day against us
Yeah,
because he'll just spearhead straight through the middle.
it'll be interesting. Yeah, as I said to you, I don't think we should be sacrificed. If we are doing that, I'm not saying we are doing that, but it looks it. If we're sacrificing our whole game plan on trying to stop corner goals and cross goals, we need to have a look at ourselves.
Oh,
Because what
yeah,
I mean is if you, I don't mind Alan Irving, but Andy Evans, sorry, but he's not a starter for me.
no,
And Suchek right now, I'm sorry, he's an impact sub. How old he is? He's an impact sub, and he ain't got the legs, mate, to do 90 minutes.
no,
Alan Smith actually said that on Con, 60 minutes, he looked dead.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd like us to care more about how we're going to try and play.
Them like trying to stop other teams
Still
playing.
prioritise defending and not conceding a goal, but how are we going to defend? Not who do we need to put on a pitch to make sure they can enter a ball, because it ain't working.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that I think you brought this up last week. It was we had no art, and that was the biggest problem. Whereas
This is the one thing why Paqueta might be all right on the left, because that's what he done. That's all the side what we done for Moyes. Is we had that left side of Paqueta, we passed it out, and Bowen.
But I think you're right. Even if you don't put Magassa and Fernandez off, put Potts on, because then it will at least whip a ball out.
I'd be
It will
shocked.
get to someone.
I'd be shocked if that midfield doesn't start. Well, at least two. I think Potts, Fernandez, and probably.
I have to give the youngster his shoes, by the way. I don't think I saw him hit a ball that went wayward.
No, he's unreal.
Every pass it hits man. So 10 out of 10 for the youngster today, because he came on, he put in a shift.
Wilson looked okay as well, by the way. Just
I don't think he looked bad. He looked sharp. The ball that went behind him that he managed to get a touch on.
Yeah, it's the no service. And it went goalward. So that's what he paid for.
The keeper had to move had to do something to stop it. So I'll give him his dues. I just think, yeah, you're right. Lack of service, and that basically
the next 5 games going into December is going to be it, because you've got Newcastle, Burnley, Bournemouth, Liverpool, then Man United. Now I fancy us against United and probably Burnley,
but not Bournemouth at the moment.
But Bournemouth, no. Newcastle next week. I don't think it's a Champions League week, but I could be wrong with that. It might be, actually. That might help us out, but I doubt.
Unless Liverpool massively shit the bed, I see nothing there either. I can see them turning up and smashing us silly. Is the problem with the way we've been recently? Unless, like you said, he does change it up. That midfield free starts, and then we start getting the ball rolling. We pick up a bit of momentum. I just don't want to. When Nuno came in, I said this. I didn't want to start being a team. I didn't want to carry on being a team like what Potter was doing, or what Moyes was doing, where it was like, what's the opposition going to do? Can we not play how? Mate, if we lose 2-1 and we started how we started in that second half, in the first half, I'd be okay, be all right with that. At the end of the day, that's just final product. That can happen. Yeah.
But I feel like that first half, we were so concerned about what Leeds are doing at home, and you're like, it's not even a dig to Leeds fans, but like, they're a promoted team.
Yeah. And
we spent 100 million in the summer, 70 million in the summer. And where's? I just don't understand it. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Nowhere near even where Nuno saying he ain't good enough for the job.
No.
The product, he's asking a bit of trouble, I think, from the more vociferous West Ham fans, because those 2 selections have been wrong.
Yeah,
and there's no 2 ways of putting it about that. I'd like to know if you want to put a comment in about what you think. If I'm wrong, or me and Ben's wrong, that's fine. Tell us what you think the lineup should be. As I said to you, I think it's a coin flip for the goalkeeper right now, although Areola has been okay.
But the one compliment, and I'm normally very critical of him, the one compliment, because I do like Hermansen, is the fact that I don't think I've seen Areola step a foot wrong, really.
No,
he's made a couple of good saves the last couple of games. So as much as I like Hermansen, I can't fault him. He's done all right.
We're in a tough period right now. You need to find out what players wouldn't go for that tough period and what ones aren't.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think you saw it to Tadibo when he shot and he's gone.
Yeah.
Because
Kilman
he just
gone.
no, yeah, but Kilman at least wants to receive the ball. Tadibo just looked like
He was just afraid to be on the pitch, mate. He looked terrified of Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
You're a centre back. You can't be terrified of a centre forward.
And I just wonder
Makes
whether
no
Nuno
sense.
brought it up last week, whether it's a reaction from the stands, and you can blame that, and I get that, and maybe it is West Ham fans jumping the gun to it early. But you've got to remember, this boy's been here a year and a half now. He's very rarely played 90 minutes. When he has played 90 minutes, he hasn't looked brilliant.
No.
And it just, yeah, I don't know. It screams it. But there will be a match preview for Newcastle.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're going to listen to Nuno's post-match and then probably put another video out after that, because I would imagine that would be quite colourful. But yeah, no, apart from that, just if you can drop a comment and honestly tell us the lineup, because I don't know any other way to put this team right now. I like Somerville, but I think Somerville's been quiet.
I do like Somerville. I do like the effort he puts in, but the problem is he's got for me, he's got the same argument as Saïd Benrahma. He looks good on the pitch, but his numbers are shit, and that is the problem. At the moment we need those numbers.
We are in a relegation fight now. I usually say wait till November to see how the league falls. Where the league has fallen and we are at the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for watching. There'll be an Arsenal review out as well on Sunday after they play Palace, and probably, hopefully, lose.
On the Palace.
No. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.
Cheers, guys.